Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey there, YouTubers. We're on another adventure. It's already been quite an adventure, and I figured we would go ahead and make another episode. So let's go ahead and roll the intro and get this party started.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that fact.
So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm gonna have to catch you guys up a little bit, but we've been in the Volvo for 2 weeks, roughly, week and a half, and now we're back in the Ford. Imagine that. So, to no fault of the Volvo, we had some issues yesterday, and I had to limp it home after picking up a Denali and then switch trucks. So, because of that, we're back in old trusty, and we have a brake controller issue. So, I'll kind of catch you guys up to speed here in just a minute, but I'm going to get some fuel, some food, and then we'll do a little talking. So yesterday, I woke up after an exhausting Atlanta run, and I had more cars to go get. So I headed to Charlotte. Everything was fine coming home from Atlanta. Everything was fine whenever I parked it, Friday morning. So Friday midday, I get in the truck, I head to Charlotte, I go pick up this Denali, and as soon as I get loaded, get ready to take off, the brakes are stuck on the trailer. It's like I've got the gain with my fingers, like wide open. I can't even move it. It's like a parking brake. So I'm like, well, something's up. So because I'm tired, I double check everything, triple check everything. Got no brakes on, got nothing in the front of the tire. Can't back up, can't pull forward. And then I look down, and the power light on my Hayes air to electric brake controller is off. So I thought, well, maybe I kicked it by accident. I mean, it's not likely that would happen, but I started wiggling wires, and it released the brakes. So I needed to go from Charlotte to Statesville to pick up 2-3 more, and I made it to the Pilot in Statesville, and I thought, well, shit, I'll go ahead and I'll stop. I'll pull everything apart, check wires, because whenever I touched the wires, something obviously started working. But the whole way to Statesville, I had no brakes. So I just limped it with the Jake brake and maintained, adequate distance. So I get there, I wiggle some wires. I can tell that there's something loose, but it seems like it's actually internal on the brake controller. So I start taking it apart, and I find this. I'll put a picture up, and it looks like the power wire and this little transistor or capacitor, the way it's designed, they touch, and they've rubbed into each other. So internally, this thing is grenaded itself, and I decide, well, all bets are off. I can't haul weight doing this without brakes. And I decide, well, I'm gonna limp it home and go ahead and switch trucks. So I come from Statesville to Hickory on I-40. It's somewhere maybe 1 mile from the 321 interchange. Boop. All the brakes on the trailer just went haywire. The little box was doing some kind of clicking racket. It was dead to the world in Statesville, so I didn't take any wires off. And then this happened, and I come sliding to a screeching stop. And after I get to the side of the road, the brakes are hung up. I can't do shit. So at this point, I decide, well, the only way I'm getting the brakes unhung is to cut this thing out of the truck. So I clipped the trailer positive brake wire, and then I clipped the ground because the little machine was still going haywire. And now it's dead. So I limped it on back to the shop, parked it. This morning I came and I picked up the Ford, swapped trailers. Now we're going back to Statesville. So basically you're caught up to speed now. We'll have to wait till Monday to figure out what's wrong with the brake controller. Probably warranty it. Maybe not even put the same crap back in it. I'm just not a believer now at this point. And if something goes haywire, it seems like it goes really haywire. So we'll run over here, grab 3 cars, take these to Tennessee, drop them off, grab 5 more cars, and head home. So enjoy the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. All right, we're at Statesville. We've got 1, 2, 3 more to pick up. So since the Denali was on here first, I turned it around forwards because the Volvo doesn't care. But I'm not going to take it off and turn it back around since it's raining. We'll go ahead and load all 3 of these backwards. 2 on top, 1 on bottom. So I'll show you what we got here. All right, so we've got a Chevy Traverse. And you can use your phone and scan this if you've never been to a Manheim store. And there's like lot vision, and it's like GPS right to the car. So we've got this one. We've got this one, Audi Q5. And then Subaru. So let's go ahead and put on our rain jacket. Get our handy dandy jump box, which we don't have. Imagine that. Part of the privileges of switching trucks, you forget all kinds of stuff. So we'll get our rain jacket and we'll rock and roll.
It's time to quit while we're ahead. Don't think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe, don't you be like that. I will love you forever. If you don't believe in me, yeah. You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around. You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around, but you could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around, but you could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. Said, don't you think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you only believe me, don't you think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe in me, you could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around. You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here.
This is why you don't forget your little baby lightweight jump box.
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around, but you could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me.
Didn't even need the blame thing. They say car haulers are lazy. There ain't no way. All right, 4 puppies on the wagon. Let's go do deliveries. We've made it to the high country, and there's some patches of fog, but it looks like the rain is wiped out or like left us, moved on. So we're in the DOT hot zone. This is where I got stopped whenever I was illegal. So we're just gonna creep on through here, do our first drop, and then head on to Tennessee. Hopefully we don't get held up, but if they want to inspect us, hey, maybe that'll make my insurance cheaper. But we'll be ready to rock and roll even if they do. And we'll get this Subaru off the trailer, keep on cooking. One down, we're gonna get some more food. We're going to Virginia, down to Tennessee, back to Virginia. Little change of plans, but there they are. Guess what? The rain came back. Maybe I found the rain. One unloaded, 2 more to go. All right, so it got dark on us. Video quality is awful, but we're gonna miss the guys, the sales managers at the Chevrolet dealership we're dropping off at. So I called ahead, and there's a service box where you can drop off keys for vehicles going into service after hours. So we'll do our inspection, leave the keys there, speak to anybody if we see anybody, but we'll make it quick, get these 2 big girls off the top, and then head and pick up our cars from Virginia that are going back to North Carolina. I can't seem to help myself from driving in the middle of the night, but these weeks just wear me out. So we'll do what we gotta do. All right, this is gonna be the last clip of me for the rest of this video because it's too dark and we're gonna wrap this puppy up. So thanks for watching. Stick around to the end, watch the last few clips, follow along, subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.